Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 118 of Blacklight Settlers. So as you all well know, the only thing I have left to do is to assault an enemy base. So I am intending to do that this episode. So what I'm going to do is load up some pods. I'm going to load a Mega Spider in one, and I'm going to load my Boomlope Calf and some explosive ordnances in the other. And attack an enemy base. So the only tip I received, which is from Federico Spadone, to unrestrict my animals, because they were restricted in here. The Thrumbo not really able to eat anything because, you know, restrictions, etc. But that's all fixed now. Now they're free to roam. The home tile needs a little bit of steel. And, ooh, I am really sorry I forgot who said this, but they mentioned that I could destroy some of these steel buildings, which is a very, very good point. So I'm going to deconstruct some of these steel buildings here. As you can see, my visitors are still here. They're waiting on Pezza, who decided to have a little mental break. Wow, we cut those heal root really quickly. And then once these pods are filled, I'll put my own raiders in. Kamasianak and Issy here to... let's change the restrictions. I guess I'll do them one at a time. It might be a little easier. Alright, Issy, haul the slag. Nak, haul the silver. Kamasia, haul the slag. Apparently that's all the silver he wanted to haul. That's fine. And we'll be getting going here in a moment. It looks like I'm about to run out of power. So, Chief, would you be so kind as to flick the switch? So they're hauling all the slag in. That's great. There's not too much silver left up here. There's like 2 trips worth. Negative Epiphany and Penguin now patched up. The Boomlope is all set to go. We're about to load in the Mega Spider. So now what I'm going to do is pick some raiders. I plan on picking Oh, Knack. Why did you do that? You jackass. Okay. Cool. Toxic fallout. Where? At my ship outpost. That is just lovely. So you know how I just... Alright. Caravan. Dock. All the animals. And some kibble. And some meat. And get the hell out of there. I was gonna say, you know how I just unrestricted them all? Well, now we have to have them leave. That's too bad. That's kind of annoying. A lot of toxic fallout going on, gotta say. Alright, so this pod is all set to launch. Now, I'll get some raiders going on here. So let's send Wolf, Juret, Nara, Cupid, Knack, Deef. No, maybe not Deef. Maybe let's send some of the new guys. Gamasia, you haven't really seen action in a while. Schlem. Okay, I like that selection. Let's grab a Doomsday launcher, a triple launcher, another triple launcher, and 12 survival meals. And let's load up using these pods to the maximum. Alright, so toxic fallout is going to slowly settle in. I'm going to have Doc and all of the animals get off this tile. It's going to make the acquisition of steel a little bit more difficult, considering we really can't be outside, which sucks. No, ignore. There we go. It's going to build a little roof towards the steel. That's, you know what? It's honestly probably more effort than it's worth. Truth be told. We'll just try to limit our outside exposure as best we can. Who here can construct? Griffin can. But Griffin's halfway across the map. I think what I could do is just home restrict them all. I'll do that in a minute once they're done hauling. Alright, so Jarrett just needs to jump into the pod, and we're ready for launch. Great. So this is the last long-term goal that I have yet to do, which is to attack 3 closest enemy outposts. So there's number 3. Alright, Doc, it's time to leave. You are taking forever to organize those animals for a caravan. I'm having Doc leave because he wasn't all that useful. Alright, so attack begun. Uncle of Issy. Alright, and then now that we have rendered this tile, let's go ahead and launch the Boomalop Calf right next to their wooden building, and the Mega Spider here because there's no turrets around. I don't know if the Mega Spider will survive this, but we never really intended for him to, or it, I don't know. Gender, I think they're all female, truth be told. I guess I could check when they land, but I'm not all that concerned about that. Okay, so we have landed. Camassia and Schlem. You know, maybe, yeah. Schlem and Knack. Pick up the big explosives. Wolf, get all the food. These guys are going to probably queue an attack. It doesn't look like they have any mortars, so I'm not strapped for time. But they're going to want to attack me the moment I mess with them. So, let's make sure that our Boom Boom gets exploded. I'm going to paint 2 zones, because sometimes that's useful. Calf, I'll toggle between the 2 zones. No, it's... Oh, yep, it turned around. Sweet. Oh, you are so dead. Nice. That had the intended effect. Now what I'm going to do is switch my shooters over to their very explosive guns. Or weapons. They're not guns. Alright, I'm sure that pissed them off a little bit. Okay, so the Mega Spider is getting harmed. It doesn't really have a release or anything. Oh, nice. Clip's ending. Seeing if I can't taunt these guys into attacking me. Alright, so Schlem. If these idiots want to chase my Mega Spider outside of their own base, I'm going to make them pay for that. Let's fire here. Have these guys choke up a little bit. There's just about no cover around here. I'll go there. Alright, Mr. Frag Grenade I have to watch out for. Let's doom these dudes. I could have waited for more backup. Better odds or whatever, but I kind of like the challenge of fighting a fight that is we're outnumbered. Alright, quit throwing grenades on me. You jerks. Yeah, I'm getting shut up a bit, but it wouldn't be exciting if I wasn't. Alright, they're fleeing. Base is destroyed. I definitely didn't come away unscathed. I am very scathed. But I'm successful, so that's all that matters. Oh look, we popped open their stockpiles here. Go ahead and do a big old claim on the base. And let's grab the people that need medical care. What I'm going to do is send Knack to destroy that turret. Because their turrets, despite the fact that it destroyed the base, the turrets are still going to be active and trying to harm me. Now, ideally, I would want medicine for this, and I didn't really send myself with any, so whatever. Wolf will just patch them up without. Okay, Doc finally left. Taking a look at the remainder of their turrets, that one is, they're all unpowered. Which means I can, yeah, they're mine now. Alright, orders, claim. And that was the last of my, ooh, they have a lot of gold too. Or not a lot, but many stacks of gold. That was the last of my goals. Mr. Mega Spider is downed. I guess I can also try to save Mr. Mega Spider, or Mrs. Mega Spider. No, Mr. It's a male. I stand corrected. Okay, area revealed. You know how I had a bunch of, like, Iqua? Actually, I think it was Steel Iqua. No, it was just any. That's be really funny. Of course, all these are, like, poor, so they don't actually count towards the requirement, which is a bummer. These guys were really into beer. Okay, no. Tend and tend. Go over here, open that door. Alright. I can also use their beds for a little bit of, rest and relaxation. More beds. Many more beds. Wow. Literally someone's last supper sitting right there. Alright, we will also patch up on the road. So what I'm going to do is hope that these raider meals don't give me food poisoning and start to caravan. And we'll be caravanning slow initially because everyone's hurt. But that's fine. Alright, so let's reform and grab everything that we can eat. hoping that it isn't poisoned. Uranium, plasteel, psychoid leaves. And silver gold. I don't really care that much about anything else. And choose route. We are headed home. It says 1 day of food. I think that's just because of my food preferences. I just need to set these to all. That was fast, dirty, and a little reckless, but, you know, that's sometimes how it goes. It's far more fun that way. Okay, so Doc is home. These animals will be... Okay, they're already set to unrestricted. I guess we'll tame the Buffalo calf. Man, Cupid has a lot of bonds. Alright, 3.5 days of food, 2 days walk. No problem there. We do have a roof over them now. A partial roof, but a roof nonetheless. Griffin is sleeping. We are going to be waiting on advanced components. Looks like we are somewhat deconstructing the steel buildings. And that will help with... No. Do the last one. That will help with our steel deficit. A little bit. Not greatly, but something. Alright. All this meat is not being hauled. What the hell, guys? Come on. You go to all that trouble, and you just leave it there. Not only that, but then Knack just, like, dumped it. He's like, oh, yeah, this is a good spot. Kaplop. It's like, Jesus. What a waste. Hoping the animals would help to haul some. No, you'll not be fed. You'll feed me. Alright, well, there goes many of the bases around the HQ here. Let's go ahead and stop the hunting, as we don't want to have toxic build up any further. And of course, I think because of this toxic buildup, I'm going to plop some walls down around the ship so that we don't end up poisoning ourselves. So we'll just sort of roughly outline the ship. This is the hunting outpost, isn't it? If I was smart, I would sort of decommission the hunting outpost by taking all of the components out of it. And I'd like to be smart. So, a constructor on this tile. Once Penguin's fully healed, I'll have him go do that. And maybe take a Buffalo to carry some of the stuff back. Additionally, I could start to smelt. Let's do another smelt weapon forever. And we will smelt weapons under 50% of quality under excellent for everything. So there's a lot of sniper rifles and assault rifles and miniguns that meet this requirement, and we'll just start smelting them down for steel. Because there's honestly no reason not to. Are we in the dark over here? Yeah, we are. What? Why? Okay, forget that. Just move this one. Working in the dark makes you work slow. No one got infected, which is good. I don't think I need to carry the Mega Spider. I don't think it would speed me up if I did. So Griffin is roofing off the ship area. And wow, even my miners don't even have toxic buildup. I need to make sure that DQ isn't going to do any long-range hauling. So what I could do is just restrict everyone to home zone, and that should do it. So it looks like we are plasteel choked for oh, come on. You guys, there's a vanometric power cell right here. Just use it. I love it. So dumb. We're plasteel choked at the moment for advanced components. And we also don't have a whole lot of steel either. I don't really mind that they're mining steel to make into components. That's fine. But we will... Have you guys not left yet? Oh my god. I almost want to just like shell them. Like, go away. Like, launch a shell. That'd be evil, and I won't be doing that, but it would be pretty funny. If they're really that plasteel choked... I have a lot of plasteel on this tile. I might just send some back. I don't know, 300? And then I'll send everything that is adding to our wealth here back as well. Okay. I should have added the flake, but whatever. Contents. It's really too bad you can't just like add stuff to it. But I don't want to have to redo that again, so. Alright. Another way to limit the amount of toxic buildup is to build some roofs over here. And I know we're not going to be able to build it over pine trees, but we'll get as much of these roofs built as possible. Who's assigned to plant cutting? Where's DQ? Oh, he's loading the hive, the pods. Okay, we're waiting on Penguin's full recovery, which is taking an unusually long amount of time. I guess he kind of got shredded pretty seriously. Ooh, Deef has a psychite addiction. Weird, because he should be on a schedule for that, but oh well. Somehow that didn't work. Doesn't really matter because I'll be loading up in a pod soon, so I'm not going to really aim to solve that addiction issue. Alright, and then if we add home zone, if we add this path to home zone, it will keep people from straying from it. Let's go and roof off the desired path. We almost have everything loaded up in a pod. Penguin is fully recovered. So Penguin, you are going to be sent to the outpost to deconstruct everything. So we'll take 2 Muffalo and head on south. It's taken a very long time to load everything up. Just because I don't want any more harm to befall me, I'm just going to queue up more roofing. Get rid of some of these stupid plants. Oh my god. They're going to start resorting to cannibalism now. Yeah, this is getting dark. These tribals are getting real dark. Alright, Mr. Penguin. Anything that can provide components, break down, really everything electrical. So we could also bring home the steel. I'll leave this bedroom intact for now. And break down everything else. Yo, it isn't wreck hour, man. That wasn't the point of this. Animals, go to the kitchen. There's no food in there, or there's some rice, I guess. So you'll be very, very hungry for it. Looks like we have a fair amount of steel now on this tile, which is great. Still loading up. Oh my god, it's taking a while. Well, they're just waiting to leave. I feel really bad for them, but there's nothing I can do. Oh look, there's some speleopedes up. I actually saw this recently on Reddit, where they're waiting for someone that had a psychotic break, and then they all sort of have psychotic breaks. So giving up and leaving, yeah, as you can see, they're all kind of following suit. And like I said, there's really nothing for me to do. I can't help them leave. So they just got to leave themselves. And they won't. They'll cannibalize each other, and it will get dark and disgusting, and there's no way for me to assist as far as I know. Pretty dark stuff. Alright, let's add this to home zone. I'll just roof this off as well. Our caravan is less than a day away. I could actually visit my neighbor, see if they've got any goodies for me, because I could always pod some silver if I want to buy anything. Oh, Doc. Mr. Doc You can now change your clothing, I guess. I'm going to have a lot of rotten bugs in a moment. I guess it is pretty cold. It's a particularly cold September, or autumn, I guess. So that part's good. You know, I kind of wanted you to sleep here. I know, totally weird, right? But it was sort of the only place that had, Alright, so I'm going to leave some of the roofs or walls intact so it doesn't all collapse on my head. Because that would be unfun. Being crushed with no medical care. Let's not do that. A lot of the, yeah, it's particularly cold. It's like a cold snap, but not. Oh no! My stupid hay grass is blighted. What's funny about this is it's all about to die from the cold, so I don't really get that that's much of a problem. So clearly there's a lot of steel to be reclaimed here, which is lovely. I hope that... You know what? I'm going to go and say that we might even need more Muffalo backup. So let's go and do that. Penguin and Phoebe are in a relationship, I believe. Off the top of my head. So I'm going to have Phoebe take the other Muffalos and head south with them. Yep, that is true. Like how the game's trying to tell me I need batteries. Yeah, you don't you think I know that? I'm fine without the batteries. Alright, so we're almost at the gorge. Our ally. Nara is still a pretty good negotiator, despite being injured, so we'll see. About purchasing stuff. Advanced components, regular components. Yeah, I'm going to have to send some resources down. They have a lot of stuff that I want, and I don't have a lot of stuff that they want. So let's go and send a pod. This pod is closest to the silver. Let's get them to start loading the silver up. It's going to require a lot of trips because it's a lot of silver. But this will absolutely accelerate my rate of leaving, which is great. I'm glad they have a new stockpile, a new inventory, because they didn't for a long time. Being stuck inside, probably driving these people a little cuckoo. Penguin's doing a really good job of breaking down the base. They're healing though. That's good. All right, where are my silver? Now we're getting them loaded up. It's kind of wreck hour, so a lot of the little pawns are recreating. Here's the last of silver. Make sure we don't give it as a gift. Give to Nara's caravan. Be really dumb to gift it all. We're already pretty close allies. All right, there we go. I'm sure I'm not getting the best possible trade prices because I'm injured, but that's fine. So we'll buy as much as we can. We do have a weight limit, however, but advanced components and regular components, that's a lot of berries that I picked up. Let's buy 50, 75 gold. Good. And enter Black Lake. Perfect. Alright, Phoebe's caravan is here. The animals are all going to be sent to the kitchen. Or just sent to home. And now that I'm removing the roof, I will be able to break down all of the walls. It's not all that necessary. I'm not aiming to do a perfect job here, just enough to reclaim a lot of the resources. So it's time to do the big bulk things and get going. Alright, Phoebe. I don't need you to butcher. Whatever. Alright, let's add a caravan pack spot. Not that they always work. Go to world, form caravan, all the muffalo and the brawlers. Wow, alright, so all the steel that we can. But I think I'm going to take the components first. And this might be a 2-trip. Which is fine. If we make 2 trips. Because there's still a lot of slag here as well. And chem fuel and everything else. Alright, checking in on my cannibalizing friends here. They're eating each other's bodies, waiting for each other to be ready to leave, while constantly there are some that have given up and are leaving. God, what a nightmare. Pure dystopian. Very hilarious, but pure dystopian. Hans is becoming increasingly confused. Most of the people in this caravan should be all set and nice and healed. Alright, so Penguin's already heading north. That was pretty quick. And we take a look, and we did a pretty good job with the steel here. Grabbing most of it. Wow, Gamer Inspired actually gave birth while on the road. TQ has nothing to do. Griffin has nothing to do. What about my advanced components? Still waiting. Let's go ahead and remove floor. Regaining all the steel that I can. Social fights. Yeah, that's exactly healthy. Now, if I really wanted to rep with them, I could rescue the ones that are downed. But I don't really want to get near that hot mess. That looks terrible. So here's all of the muffalo. I'm going to send them to the ranch, which is close enough to the steel stockpile. And that will then infuse us with the steel we need to make a lot of components. Plus we're sending Plasteel home. Actually, ready for launch. Yeah, that's probably been ready for launch for a while now, and I just kind of failed to notice. I'm going to launch it down here. This will allow us to make the advanced components. We have some advanced starvation. That's not good. All these mega spiders that are just laying out here, waiting to be butchered. Man, if I had a lot of farm animals, this would be profitable. I have so much insect meat. Tribespeople are fleeing from what? Each other? Oh, Jesus. Okay, that got real dark. At least my game will run a little bit more smoothly now because I don't have like 1,001 guests on the home tile. Wow, that's horrifying. That's what they did to each other. Here comes the advanced components. So 9 is enough to launch. What I might do is I might wait for this caravan because they have some additional advanced components, and then just launch a whole bunch. How'd you get in here? Well, it won't last. I can tell you that much. Ooh, self-tame. That won't be good for you either. You might be Santa's little helpers, but you're gonna line my tummy full of meat. Alright, so I ought to have plenty of steel for a while now. Nara just got back. Mr. Mega Spider. If you're still... Yeah, let's put you in the ranch and train you a bit. It's, I guess no reason not to. And we have a raid. This raid is a sapper raid. And they're starting to sap down there. That's nonsense. Okay. Well, I'm curious about my anti-sapper defense, so let's power that on. And let everyone go about their business. Oh, there's more. Okay, alright. I didn't see this group up here. I was like, this raid is really small. No, it's not small. I just wasn't paying attention. Alright, well, you can break into that wall if you want. Those sappers are idiots down there. I like how they run straight to me. Perfect timing with the door. You guys really aren't going to get that door opened. I can almost promise you that. It's plasteel and you're punching it with a bow. I'll go here. Alright. One group fleeing. You did punch a hole in my wall. Not too keen on that. I don't know what this other group is doing. They've, like, broken into this cell here, and they're like, yay! But there's nothing to do. I'm gonna go out to greet them. Oh, don't turn the corner. Come fight me. Ah, you little bastards. Alright, well at least we could shoot at a few of them. No, shoot at... He's gonna cut through that wall and open a can of whoop-ass on himself. Alright, well if you want to break into a wall that has turrets behind it, that's fine by me. It's funny, these guys are coming to attack me, right? But they keep running towards me and then running away. It's like they're not quite sure what they want to do. So the anti-sapper defense sort of works. I'll give it a C. They did get in pretty quick, though. Into the inner area. Oh, look, they're thieving. That's cute. Alright, guys. I've had enough of you now. Come on out. Come on out. Ooh, Griffin. Jesus. So, you know that, healer mech serum? I absolutely have to get that now. And that will be for next episode, I suppose. Darn. Well, at least I have the healer mech serum offered, so that's good. Fast and hasty, not always the way to go. Oh, you jerk, spider. This is what happens when you refuse taming. Jirt cuts pieces off of you until you die. Let's see if I can do this without injury. Oh yeah, I can. No problem. Jirt wants less taps anyway. Oh, and he got it. Alright, so the healer mech serum, definitely going to have to be something I do next episode. 16 enemies, 23 days left, no problem. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. Sorry, Griffin, that you got brained. I will fix it. And I'll catch you all next time. So I hope this has been entertaining. And once again, just to let you know, a new series, or 2 new RimWorld series coming out soon. So stay tuned. All right, catch you all later. Adios.